Right-wing YouTuber Brad Polumbo and left-wing TikToker Harry Sisson had a really interesting conversation about the erratic behavior of MAGA on social media. Now, I definitely don't agree with either of these guys on everything. Brad Polumbo is conservative-leaning, and he said that Harris lost the election partially because of her stance on the transgender issue, which I think is not supported at all. Harry Sisson defended Biden's terrible debate performance in June 2024. He was saying, oh yeah, he still did great, which I think is ridiculous. So these guys don't have a perfect record, but they were making some great points about how other people just don't get away with what MAGA gets away with. Other people don't get away with what Trump gets away with. And so Harry Sisson actually brought up how there were people talking about wanting to deport him on X. That was trending on X, deport Harry Sisson, because he was born in Singapore. And so Brad Polumbo, of course, took issue with that. He took issue with the people saying that is. And he said this quote, "If Biden or somebody had even entertained the notion of deporting Ted Cruz or somebody, that would have been correctly understood as viciously incompatible with free speech and the First Amendment. This idea that, oh, we don't like what Harry says, so rather than debate him, rather than ignore him, which they seem physiologically incapable of doing, we're going to try and deport him." Trended on X, that is. I mean, the mask's off at this point, that they never gave a shit about free speech, some of them. So yeah, I mean, he's right-leaning, so he caveats that at the end with some of them. And I mean, he's making a great point about a good faction of the MAGA base, that they don't care about free speech. And they're like, oh, this guy wasn't born in America? Oh, there's blood in the water. Let's get him. Let's stick ice on him. And, they don't like what he says. Trump shared that AI video of him actually dumping a bunch of, nasty substance over No Kings protesters. And Harry Sisson was front and center for that, getting splatted on and humiliated. So, yeah, they love messing with Harry Sisson in the MAGA sphere. But make no mistake, they're definitely serious about this. They want to deport people who don't agree with them. And so if they see, oh, this person wasn't born here, ooh, okay, maybe there's a case we can deport them. They probably think there's some case law out there that says they can do that. They probably think there's something in the United States Code, even if they're an American citizen. They're like, well, if they say speech that we think is not patriotic enough, and if it's critical of President Trump, then it warrants them getting deported. And so you got to be a good little boy if you're from an outside country, a foreign country, and you're living in the United States like Singapore. But yeah, that just shows they don't understand immigration law, or they're deeply anti-First Amendment. But yeah, I give credit to Brad Polumbo for recognizing that a lot of these people are authoritarians, that this idea that Trump was going to stand up for the Constitution when he took office in January 2025, it was a total facade. It was a facade. He didn't stand up for constitutional values. He is just stabbing the Constitution to death, particularly the due process and free speech clauses, but not those exclusively. I mean, it just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. So credit to Polumbo for recognizing this. He's one of the more reasonable right-wing YouTubers, and it was good to see him have this conversation with Sisson about some of the ridiculous antics of MAGA and how, yeah, okay, other presidents, if they tweeted some AI video like that, they would face questioning. And instead, nobody's asking Trump about this video. And JD Vance is making jokes about like, oh, I'll ask him why he tweeted out that video. And just like snickering about, yeah, no, he just gets away with everything. You're just going to have to deal with it, losers. Like really, really scummy. Imagine Obama doing this 10 years ago. We'd be like, what? Now, AI wasn't as prevalent back then, but still, my God. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Morris the Merrier, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.